Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show is each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel and goes until 5 a.m. Then 4:45 p.m. Same powerful show, different topic on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about knowing the self, seeking knowledge of the self and its connection to productivity. Again, if you're new to the show, you can hit the subscribe button right now to receive all our videos directly. They're all free. 1, 2, 3, 4 free. Hit that. I did say free. 1, 2, 3, 4 free. Reach out to us. You can also have me come out and speak to your group or organization. We speak to groups and organizations about being productive through joy. We also offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. All right. Also, please share this video on your social media networks by swiping left or right if you are enjoying it. All right. So again, today we're talking about productivity and knowledge of the self, seeking knowledge of the self. For those who are new to the show, let me say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I am the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, the conflagration ensued following the murder of Michael Brown. And also, I am that book's film rights were again optioned by Will Smith. That book will be coming out next 2 months, April 2018, on Third World Press, available in bookstores everywhere. Look for that. I'll be coming to a town probably near you. Look for me as I begin to start the book tour in April. So a couple months until then. But I look forward to meeting people in person. But until then, you can always find me here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Let me clear my throat. In the morning show, I should also say that I'm also the former executive director of the World Stage Literary and Jazz Venue here in California. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English Lit at Loyola Marymount University here in California. In Los Angeles, I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast. I say that because people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity, given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption as to a single divorcee at the age of 16 or 17. So at the time when I was given up for adoption to this incredible woman, at the time, there was no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yeah, that's cool. Mo D famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show, which really, in many ways, really inspires what we do. We know what it's like to come from difficulty, and when people like us can have success, can have abundance, can come through all that, it encourages other people to know they can do it as well. So. If you are enjoying the show so far, please swipe right or left across your device. Also, just to share this to folks on your social media platforms. Also, go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We speak to groups, organizations, and schools about being productive through joy. We also offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. Very, very powerful program. Today, we're talking about knowing the self and productivity. In the morning show, we like to also touch on the ideal of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. Hallelujah. We say that because for many of us, we will wake up with trouble on our mind, and that trouble follows us throughout our day, even into to the evening, and as we go into sleep, and takes us into our sleep. We think about those things, even in our night, and wake up in the next day with that same trouble, if not more, on our mind. I've lived that way before, so I know of that which I speak. That is not how you want to live your life, guys. And that's a lot of people because that lifestyle creates extraordinary stress. And as we know, stress will kill you. And we're trying to bring your life, not death. So we help individuals deal with that because we know that's such a major part of so many people's lives, especially those who are seeking to live in non-traditional ways, entrepreneurs, those who are looking to be leaders in the world. Listen, a life gets more complicated when you start leading. It just does. More money, more problems is a real thing. And so we help people manage their stress by talking to them, helping them to create a morning ritual. Ritual can be defined in this context as basically doing the same thing at around the same time. Let me give you my morning ritual to give you a sense of what I mean, and to serve as an exemplar. In the mornings, I wake up at 3:45 a.m., which is hella early for me still. It still sounds early because it is. I read a couple of spiritual or business books. Then I do our show here at 4:45 a.m. And then at 5, I work on my current book until basically sunrise. And at sunrise, I go to the beach. I live here along the coast in Venice Beach, California. I bring my drum. I go out to the beach and meditate, pray, do yoga. It's really powerful early in the morning. Then I come back, work on my book for a while longer. Then I go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, all the way back here to Venice to go to my gym to get my workout in. So guys, by 9:30, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins. And that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives, which for me, of course, involve real estate, publishing, consulting, and public speaking. We're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do based upon your needs, goals, and objectives. And we help people do just that, create a morning ritual based upon their own ideology and their own schedule. So I'm reading 2 books now as part of my morning reading aspect of this. My morning ritual. I'm reading the NAG Commodity Library, which is an amazing book. It's a compendium of ancient scriptures. Now I'm in the section which is the Gospel of Thomas, the so-called twin brother of Jesus. They call it Didymus. I mean, this book is so amazing. You have to read it yourself. As a sidebar, for those who are interested in spirituality, I'm all for going to church, spiritual centers. It's all great, but you want to also do your own reading, your own due diligence. Be a seeker. I'm also reading this book by Carl Lentz, Owning the Moment, which is also getting better at a slow start, but it's getting better. But from those 2 books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, every day I seek to know God inside myself and outside myself. So every day I will manifest justice, art, and abundance. I contemplate that idea throughout my day. I place it on my phone, for example, and then also create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that morning reading. So today we're talking about knowing the self, being a seeker of knowledge of self. So let's dive into the topic. Point 1 is that you want to make knowledge of self, seeking knowledge of yourself, a priority, and it can be a challenge when you're busy. I share my morning ritual just because I want to demonstrate to people the level of commitment you have to have. You don't have to, but I find that it helps you to be committed to knowing yourself. So I get up so early in the morning, although I love to sleep, trust me, because I work so hard. I get up early in the morning because I want to carve out that time before my babies wake up, so I can be by myself and dive into that topic, dive into that text. I need that time just to seek knowledge of myself, reading, meditating, praying, yoga, all those things help me to seek the God inside myself, which goes into point 2. Point 2. Thank you, honey. Okay, thanks, honey. This is Teddy. This is my daughter. This gave me my...
Me, Teddy Jr.
Thank you, baby. This is Teddy Jr. My daughter just brought me a semi-co-host to the shiz house. He's going to roll today. It's Teddy Jr. So me and Teddy will co-host today. And so you want to make priority, because if you don't get up early in the morning, your daughter will come by and give you a teddy bear and interrupt your show. So, which goes into point 2. Get you a Teddy Jr. Teddy, say what's up. What's up? What's up? Point 2 is that once you begin to seek knowledge of self, you want to apply the knowledge. Applied knowledge can also can be defined as wisdom. It's great to seek knowledge, but if you don't apply it, it's just knowledge. When you apply knowledge, we call that wisdom or living wisely. You want to apply it, guys. That's the rubber. That's the hard part. I'm a professor of English, so I'm around lots of knowledgeable people, and professors, PhDs. We can be, infuriating, because at times we get lost in ideas and we don't apply that wisdom, which for me is extraordinary fail. 'Cause I know a lot of super smart people, guys, brilliant people, but too often we don't apply the knowledge to a world that needs our knowledge. We don't turn it into wisdom. So I'm a firm believer in reading, studying, doing due diligence as a scholar, as a mystic, and then creating ways to apply it every damn day, which goes into point 3. When you apply this knowledge, make it wisdom every damn day. Right, Teddy? Teddy even knows that. And Teddy can't even speak. He doesn't have a brain, and Teddy knows that. You got to apply the wisdom. How can Teddy do it and we can't do it? you're going to have an uptick in your abundance. You're going to have an uptick in your productivity. You're going to have an uptick in your love. Life just gets better. You just feel great about yourself. I mean, when you apply what you know, man, you feel great. And I know this because at times I don't apply it. And that's the difference between when I do apply it and I don't apply. Usually, of course, I do because this is my lifestyle. But I mean, I'm human, so I fall short sometimes. I don't get up on time sometimes. This morning I got late, for example. I mean, I'm human. I'm not a machine. But largely, this is what I do every day. And so as I apply this knowledge, it's right, Teddy? Teddy, no. It's extraordinary. The level, how different I am, how different we all can be as we begin to apply the knowledge of our lives. So anyway, thanks for being here. That's it for the show. Boom goes the dynamite. Say boom. Boom goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. This is Productive Through Joy, the 445 Productive Through Joy show. We are each weekday morning at 4:45 a.m. Thanks for being here, guys. We love and respect you. This is the last show of the morning. We only want air on the weekdays. We just are excited today. We're talking fast as we do every day. We're excited about this show, excited about the business, excited about helping people help themselves. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Definitely push the subscriber button here on YouTube. Definitely reach out to me, have me come out, speak to your group or organization. I'll be coming out anyway to talk to you because I'm having a new book coming out called Americas. I'll be in bookstores everywhere. April 2018 on Third World Press. Also I'll be on the whole media tour. I'll be on the BBC April 16th. I'll let you guys know. I'll be doing a major interview on BBC Radio the 16th of April. There'll be a whole media campaign. So look for me in your media feeds. Thanks for being here. I think that's it. We love and respect you here. Any last words, Teddy? You good? Teddy's good. So until this afternoon, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces!